Alright folks, we're live again. So basically, we'll just pick up where we left off. I've got a dog in the background who wants to lick a bowl that's like not had food in it for a couple of days. Alright, so basically, do you mind, mate? I'm streaming it! So basically with this, am I gonna have to confiscate it? Hold on a sec. Pets will just make a nuisance of themselves, right? The most annoying point. But you got to take the good with the bad, don't you? So basically, I just want to. Is my webcam alright? I just want to tank. So we're 2-5 at the trade deadline, meaning I want to start getting rid of players that aren't in my long-term future. I hear him getting into something. You're gonna be a pain in the butt. You can sit up on my lap and be part of the stream if you want. So basically, I just want to. I'm gonna try and trade McGovern, because what's gonna happen is that next season his rating is gonna go down, but he's still gonna be on 7 mil a year. So I don't think anyone would want to trade for him. So if he's not on my long-term plans and I don't need him this season, because I'm thinking Carmen should be a guard, because this pass protecting stats probably aren't good enough, and my right side has been kind of like pass block finesse 70. That might not be good enough to be a tackle, but he's clearly a strong guy, so he can move people in the run game. So he might be a guard of the future. So yeah, is Adoga any good? Adoga's rating is 70 as a guard. So that might be a good little stopgap while if McGovern is gone. But then I've also got Marcus Gilbert right now, who could come in as the right tackle. So that's probably what I'd do. If I trade McGovern, I'll move Gilbert to tackle and Carmen to guard. I'm thinking I'd like to trade Crowder too, because he might be in my long-term plans, but I don't know, we'll see. Maybe trade Mosley. I'm not going to trade any of these corners, even though they're older, is because they might be of value to me. So we'll just see what I can get for McGovern, Crowder, and Mosley. Because if I trade Mosley, again, the same situation as McGovern, his value is going to go down and his cap hit's going to be too high for anyone to want him. There's a chance that no one wants him now, but we'll see. So we've got Mosley, McGovern, and Crowder. Yeah, see, no one. Oh, Seahawks want McGovern. Okay. Well, that's good to know. We'll just start with him then. I I could get my running back. What's the Yeah, so that's an expiring contract for Penny. So he's not really my running back of the future necessarily, because I have to re-sign him. And I need to look at the Le'Veon Bell contract. Like, I'm pretty sure it's still for multiple years. So we'll have a look at that. Yeah, this year and next year. See, I could trade Le'Veon if we get a good running back. Because that's a lot of money for a running back. We could trade Le'Veon and just roll with Freeman and another dude. It's good to know that we could get Penny, but then we're just gonna have to bother re-signing him, so it might not be worth it. So what other Seahawk is on the trade block, meaning that we can just get him pretty easily, you know? Nah, I don't need him. I've got to also keep in mind the Seahawks cap space. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I like that. Might be getting old Cody Barton. So the thing about getting Barton is that he's not really an upgrade over Cashman, who would replace Mosley in the starting lineup, and so is my stream working? My preview of my stream is me just... It's like a frozen view. Oh no. It's all good. Alright, yeah, so... I don't know if it's worth getting Barton, because if I get Barton, I'd want to start... I'd have 3 off-ball linebackers I'd want to start. Yeah, I could do that. And then move... But then, I know Tack McKinley can handle like 4-3 defensive end duties. Ken Jenkins. Yeah, he's... Yeah, I think he can. And so that means that we'll just have 2 defensive tackles, which is fine by me. So let's see if we can even get... Alright, so now it's a decision, like, do I trade McGovern for Rashad Penny? Maybe I could get Penny and Barton, which would be pretty funny. And we'll throw in a first round pick just to gauge how much they want McGovern. Nah, it's not gonna work. Yeah, look, Penny's replaceable. Alright, before I commit to anything, I'm going to assess what I could get for Crowder. And, who was it? Mosley. Does anyone desperately want Crowder, or is it all just like middling interest? A lot of teams don't really have cap room. Giants and Ravens do though, and they want Crowder somewhat. Giants, Ravens, Vikings. Giants, Ravens, Vikings. Could get Madison. Alright, so we'll keep that in mind. We can get Madison. And then as far as Mosley, pretty much everyone wants him by the look of it, but not many teams are going to have the cap room. So the Giants, Ravens, the Ravens want him back. Vikings. Giants, Ravens, and Vikings. No, I'm not going to bother with that, because he's on an expiring contract. He might be good. Because I think Nathan Shepard's on an expiring contract, so he's a good enough to start. So he could be my defensive tackle of the future alongside Quinn Williams. See, this preview for my streams not looking great. But it says everything's working fine, so should I just trust that? I don't know, maybe I'll look at my own stream as I'm streaming. Be like some Twilight Zone shit. Nah, it's all good. It says everything. That's a bit unsettling. Anyway, yeah, so, and then just let Nathan Shepard walk. Alright, I've forgotten what teams might want Mosley. Yep. Alright, so of course another tactic would be trying to get some outstanding players. But what I'll do is I'll trade for all these like decent enough players, and then trade if there's any picks that I don't want. I'll trade them for some outstanding players. Maybe not even at this trade deadline. So I'm probably going to end up having like 15 picks in next year's draft. But that's the best trade chip you can have, because you don't have to worry about cap hits or whether the players are desired by the team or not, because draft picks are desired across the board, right? So it's looking like Mosley for Matabuki, Crowder for Madison, and McGovern for Barton. And I'm pretty sure that'll make my cap hit, give me a lot of cap space. This might not even work. Oh, there we go. Okay. Do I want to trade Crowder? Yeah, I'm tanking, so therefore, like, I don't want my team to be all that good, because I want to get really good draft position. So I'm making my team worse on purpose. I didn't really want these guys anyway, right? And I'm getting this running back of the future, which might make Le'Veon Bell expendable, because his value is going to go down. So that would be an interesting ploy. So I'll see if anyone wants Le'Veon. This is what you get for sucking, but then again, if you watch my prior streams, the reason I've been sucking with these games is because I'm not sure that I'm that good at the game, but also I think I need to be more conservative with I need to be more conservative with my play calls. Like, I'm calling deep shots a fair bit, which is not working out great. Alright, so I just found out that I can get... Right, so apparently the Seahawks desperately... Yeah, so I'm not going to... Even though the Seahawks are the only team that really, really want Le'Veon, they don't have the cap space to take him on. Unless I take back a whole bunch of... Like a player with a 10 mil cap hit. Why would they want running backs if they've got these guys? Why would they be the only team that wants Le'Veon when they've got these two guys? This game is whack. I'm just looking for a guy who might put us back in the green as far as cap hit. So the only... No, it's not going to work. So I'll just worry about that later, because I'm definitely not going to be able to get much value, or even for fluff purposes. Trading a running back for a running back, I think, is pretty lame. think this trade is on. Okay. Now, who was the last guy? Because I wanted to bring in Matabuki. Or did I mess that up? Oh, Mosley, yeah. So I'm hopefully going to get a lot of picks for this. Or not. Okay. Seeing as we've got our two top running backs and we can easily acquire a decent third running back, I think I can start looking to trade Bell as well. Mass exodus from this team, but hey, I can't be rewarding bad behavior. Okay, so most teams want Le'Veon. I'll just see. Yeah, I don't really want any. If I'm tanking, I don't really want any of these guys. They're probably going to improve my team too much, so it's a bit of forfeited value. Because I obviously want to trade with the guy who wants Bell the most, but so the Giants, Patriots, because I got Freeman on a 2-year deal, so I don't have to worry about the running back situation too much. So what was it? The Patriots and who? Patriots and Giants. No, not an upgrade. I could get my backup tight end of the future. I'll keep Asi in mind. I could get a backup tackle. I just got my, that's all sorted. I don't need to worry about D-tackle. It's tempting to get Hill. But how many years left on his contract? Because I like to get guys that, 1 year. I could just get him in free agency. Patriots and Giants. would be good to get a backup strong safety. So Love fits the bill, but block shading 53 is probably just not good enough to play strong safety. So I prefer him as a free safety, and his tackling's not great too, so I prefer him as a free safety or corner. Right, so basically I've got an option, trade for Love, so free safety / corner of the future, a backup tackle in Pert, and he's here for a few years, so that's good. Back at some the giant, we got Onwenu and Woodard as well, or Asi. So I'll just assess my team, what the future is looking like, because I know the tight end, Walker is going to, Walker's not in my long-term plans, and Herndon's contract is expiring. I've got Wesco here at fullback, but I'm not sure if he's a good fullback because I saw him miss a block. Lead block's good, run block's nah, pass block's crap. I just want to compare that to an actual fullback. So he's a decent enough fullback. So his lead block's a fair bit better than Wesco. Pass block's better. Yeah, so Wesco's a good enough fullback long term, so I don't necessarily want to move on from him. And he's like not a very good tight end. His rating goes up significantly when he's moved to fullback. So yeah, that's might be a go. And then as far as tackles are concerned, got him for another year. He could play tackle. Got him for ages. We've got a Doga for another year. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Five O linemen locked in for another year. And it's not like Pert is an upgrade over any of them. But then offensive lineman might be difficult to acquire otherwise. But I'm definitely, so Becton and Carmen are guarantees to be in the starting lineup. So, but then I'm probably going to want to upgrade every other spot, assuming that we don't re-sign Assembly and Pouncey, and Gilbert's value will be too low by the time the off-season comes around. So probably better to get Asi rather than the backup O-lineman, I think. And then the last, but then as far as DBs, so Hayward will be off the books, so will Desir. Austin's probably good enough to be our third corner, maybe even a starting corner. And then we've got these guys. I'll just assess how many years they've got. 2 more years. Or 3 years. Look, Love is clearly the best player here, but like for fluff, like, because I'm fairly sure they'd still have Saquon, so why would they want Le'Veon? Yeah, see, they've got Saquon. So for fluff purposes, who have they got at running back? They've got good players at running back too, so why would they want Le'Veon? Oh well, looks like the Giants, they want to pay their backup running back an absolute crapload of money. So I'm gonna do it. Where will Love fit in? Yeah, so now if I get Love, then that makes one of my corners expendable. See, it's just a snowball effect when you do this. See, no one wants my corners. Did anyone want Austin? A cheap, decent enough corner. Yeah, see, corner... Oh, Steelers. But are they over the cap? Yeah, 11 mil over the cap, so I'll never make that work. Yeah, I'm just gonna do... I'm going to do this because it's going to save me a lot of money in the long term, because I'm not going to have to upgrade my defensive backs. And I can just pick up a backup tight end at some point along the way. I can probably get a cheeky little other pick. Okay. Why would no one want Casey Hayward or... Why would no one want Casey Hayward? He's a very good... Alright, I'll just move you to... I'll keep you there. You'll be a backup this season, but you're definitely going to start... Most likely going to start for us next season. Alright. I can't really be bothered switching things around, so this will just be our... But I do want to give Cashman the experience. So... It's not going to be the best TV, but I'm going to change to that. And then probably the New Orleans, because that was like a deep, like single high free safety a lot, because they used Marcus Williams, but now I've got Marcus Williams. Vertical zone run's still the good scheme, but I don't like passing deep with this mediocre quarterback. They don't really use two tight ends too much. Neither do they. They do, and they use fullbacks. So, yeah, that'll do. Alright, now to do some annoying shuffling. So I've got a lot of decent enough players on very small contracts. So that bodes well for me moving forward as far as getting elite free agents. It'd be great if Madden gave us a quicker option to edit all this stuff. You're going to go down the trenches with the big boys now, Jenkins. Jenkins has been one of my best defensive players. Good to make use of Cashman because he's a decent enough player and he's kind of young. Should I just cut Poe because I'd never wanted him in the first place? Might just leave him in as a backup. I did get Matabuki, didn't I? Yeah. His value's probably going to go down as a defensive tackle though. But maybe sometimes it doesn't. Interesting. Yeah, it went up. Alright, it's time to... Oh, we'll move Carmen to guard and leave Gilbert in because I want to tank, but I don't want Lawrence to get killed back there, so I'll insert Gilbert into the starting lineup. Yeah, because the backups are probably never going to be decent starters, so it's not like I really need to bother about giving them XP in my opinion. So I was thinking, when I do want to trade some of this draft capital for good players, a really good tackle of the future would be awesome to get. See, this offensive line's still awesome. I forgot to move. In the simulation, we just had Walker play a lot when I wanted Freiermuth to. I'll move Walker to fullback. See, I've just made personnel changes to like make my team worse, but now that I've got the guys that I want, I still want to put the best possible team on the field, right? I feel like coaches might have, like, poor Brian Flores had to deal with the Dolphins, like, trading Minkah Fitzpatrick and things like that, and Minkah Fitzpatrick would have made a huge difference on that defense. But you just got to work with what you've been given, right? Alright, I'll move you to D end. It's boring. I don't think I'd fiddle around this much if it wasn't for a stream. Is Shepard fast enough to play D end? No. Alright, we'll move you back to left end. Because he does play on the D end. Even though he's a unit, he does play as a 4-tech in real life. The doggo's being a good boy behind me. Sorry, Shep, you had your opportunity, but you're not in my long-term view anymore. so I'm going to move Matabuki up to get him experience. That's all looking pretty good. Still got the good specialists. Any good returners that I've acquired? Not really. Ah, I don't want Barrios. There. I haven't been able to get Taylor Gabriel deep open on deep balls, so I think he's better as a slot guy moving forward, and I do think I've got him for a couple more years, so I think he's going to be my designated slot guy, because he just hasn't been able to make those tough catches on the sideline. But then for the rest of the season, I think unless I can pick up a really good young receiver, Barrios would be the clear slot guy, because he's not. I mean, he just does have really good speed apparently, but crap deep route. Whereas Gabriel's got a good deep route, but not a very good release, which I think impacts his ability to get open on those deep balls. Alright, we'll move the old reliable Lasley back to receiver, so I don't have to bother picking up another one. And then we'll get an actual running back. Malcolm. So he's designed as an edge rusher, so his pass coverage is going to be crap. But he can run and hit, so we might just keep him there. Prefer him not to see much game action, but all good. Yeah, that doesn't matter to me. I'm not fussy with that. I am fussy with that, but oh well. Alright, so now I'll fill out the roster the way I would like to, with the right amount of players, just to sate my OCD tendencies. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'll sign a backup center. 1, 2, 3, 4. Technically this guy's the 5th edge defender. But none of that really needs improving. So I'll just get another running back and another O-lineman. But of course there might be a very, very talented young person. Yeah, so he might be worth signing. He'd be upgrading over Barrios, but I can't be bothered. I'm looking for guys like, yeah, so he's probably a candidate for us to sign, but there's only so much value a running back who's an awful receiving back has. Like, you want a guy who's very versatile. Versatile. Yeah, he's not worth getting. So, yeah. Should we bring Van Roten back? Yeah, so none of these guys are very young. He's young, but he's just not good enough. Is that Roderick Johnson? Yeah, Roderick Johnson in real life is one of the best offensive tackles, or best offensive linemen in the world. Alright, I'm just going to sign Van Roten for fluff purposes because he was on our team. So welcome back. And then, wow. Usually he's on the trade block. But he's such a bad power back. So moving forward, we can just roll with Madison and Hines, like very long term. Assuming we re-sign Hines, which I think we will. But of course, using Devontae Freeman in the short term. Alright, so we're saving the owner about $30 million because we've got $30 million of cap space. I don't know if the NFL would even allow us to be that far under the salary cap, but oh well, we're tanking. Alright, are there any really stud young players that I want to get using picks? Running back sorted. None of these are good enough. Neither are they. I know no offensive linemen are. He's good, but I'm not going to bother giving up valuable picks for him. He's good. He's good. See, long term we could use Keanu Neal as a sub linebacker and then have our third safety come in on those sets. But I know Marcus Williams couldn't play strong safety, and looking at this guy's player card, his tackle's pretty good, but maybe the block shedding's just unacceptably bad. Mike Edwards from memory is a bigger, so 68 tackle, 56 block shedding's not great. I'm assuming that strength factors into this, but it doesn't even show that stat. Yeah, none of these free safeties are really. Amani Hooker, he's big enough to be a linebacker. I thought when I watched his tape in real life. Yeah, his tackle's probably he's probably good enough to play strong safety. Then yeah, he'd be good. But none of these guys are worth trading for because I'm already loaded at defensive back. So I've just completely trashed my team, and that means that I'm not sure I'm willing to even. I'll play maybe 1 or 2 games with this squad just because it's kind of for the lols. But I've purposely made it worse. But you know, it gives other guys opportunities. So I haven't traded these old guys because I just signed them, and it'd be such a bad look to trade them away. You know what? Oh wait, I've got Freeman for 2 years from memory. Yeah, I do. So I might as well just keep him in as the first back. Why do they keep moving Berrios up? Or maybe I'll just cut Freeman to give these guys opportunities. But no, I can't do that to the guy. Alright, now to nitpick with the depth chart. Yeah, we'll move Hines in as the chief returner. I mean, in real life, Hines is like one of the best returners in the league, so they're doing him a bit of a disservice there. Madison's pretty well rounded. 67 receiving back's pretty good. But moving Madison in there gives Freeman a break without me having to control it, which is good. Who'd be our back? Kinley. No, Matabuki's not very good rushing D tackle, and I just acquired him. Yeah, I'll just keep that there, whatever. Should I bring in... No, they don't even have Julian. Oh, they do. No, I'm not going to bother with that either. Okay. So that... Those schemes were fitting, weren't they? Yeah. I'm going to play this game.
Let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team.
Should I bother? Yeah, but I'll... like it matters. I'm going to do a 3-minute game, 3-minute quarters. Just for this game. Because I don't want to be stuck playing a team I'm not interested in anymore. I wonder if I'll go on a mad winning streak. I'm going to be more conservative with the play calls. I've been throwing deep a lot and just throwing heaps of picks. So they charge down the field and score straight away. It's not great.
Freeman. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards.
I'm going to go play... Oh, there is no play action option here.
You can do just about anything you want, but on the defensive side of the ball, you scramble a little bit. Now you're behind.
I'll just roll with this.
Do I need to blitz him?
I haven't really seen that this much though. Great hands, brother. Spin back for me, baby. Yeah. Don't score again. Nice. Yeah, we'll give Freeman a go on the screen. But having said that, this might be on. So I don't have much experience running this. I felt lucky to me that worked out. I do suck at this game, man. I mean, I think I was forcing that because, you know, I don't really give a shit about the result of this game, but My defense is showing up big time.
Now following the interception,
I'm just going to assume that Madison is... that Freeman's been banged up a bit. So...
quickly head back onto the field. Getting this quickly to Barrios. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
That was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule.
They were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now left side on the swing pass. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. They do get a couple.
maybe this playbook doesn't have all that much empty sets, which is annoying. But
Defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very
yeah,
because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You tackle him almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And he is going to have a Jets 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A gain of 22 yards.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. Some good games going on in the early.
Barrios over the middle here most likely, or Gabriel deep.
Now the throw here complete on the right sideline. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
10 yards.
Still a few inches short of a 1st down as they come up now on 2nd down. Out of the gun, they give to Freeman. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
A 5-yard gain on the play. And the Jets.
I'm going to let the play clock tick down. Because I'm confident I can at least get a field goal. Ideally touchdown to just not have to go into overtime. Block him!
And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Dante Hightower on the stop.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock. And get the
If I can't get a huge run out of this, then
mind of the play caller. All you want to hear is tick,
pretty pathetic.
tick.
On 2nd down.
And I can't, can I?
Freeman. And he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on 1st.
Alright, this should go big, surely. Mims there.
2 here on 3rd down.
They'd have to be idiots to fall for this. Because why would I run it in this situation? But
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
oh yeah!
Got a man, it's Mims.
Alright, I think I let the clock tick down too much there. So I still got a fair way to go to actually get a touchdown.
On the clock.
That
First down, New York.
see, Gabriel wasn't making those tough contested catches. What the fuck? Alright, I'll roll with that.
Back to throw. Flushed out right. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. So after the
All right, boys,
incompletion,
make this
2nd and
happen.
10 from the 22. He'll look to throw. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. He was trying to get it to Denzel Mims that time.
I think I messed this clock management up because
Right here, 3rd and 10.
I would have liked to have more time.
And he won't be close to a 1st
And this is very conservative.
right around the line of scrimmage. And now the timeout call.
Hold on, I think the health of my stream ain't so good. The kilobytes per second is still pretty high. Yeah, it's back to normal. I don't know. It's fluctuating a fair bit, but I feel like 6,000. It's as low as 6,000, but that's like reasonably acceptable. Yeah, there's a fair bit of lag within my, like, using my computer right here. I'm just looking at my own stream, making sure that it's alright, because again, my preview ain't working. I feel like 6,000, it's as low as 6,000. Yeah, it's all good. So my preview is frozen. And if I refresh this browser, will that stop the stream? Who knows? Alright, so where are we? Yeah, so this is very conservative. Oh yeah, and I'm probably going to miss this because they're icing me.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to potentially send us to overtime.
Yeah, see?
And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
That keeps the score.
So this will
Oh well.
be a victory for the New England Patriots. And it was a
Can I be bothered playing another game with this squad? No, let's keep it moving. Let's keep it moving. Because I intend to play 2 more seasons of this team.
Because when we saw the output in the first half, you think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue that along. But instead, it's goose eggs in the second half, fortunately.
So we'll sim week by week, because I think I should still micromanage enough to like manage injuries and things like that. Can I be bothered manually scouting? No.
Now let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team.
Alright, no more moves I want to do. No, moving forward, I would like to re-sign him. He doesn't want much money too, so that's great. He's quite good all of a sudden. 78. Yeah. Let's just skip through this, baby. I beat the Bills. Wait, how long is he out for? No big deal. How am I going divisionally? I don't think I'd compete for the wild card based on this record. Let's see if the cellar dwellers in this division, who's going to win. I dropped 53 on them. Who played well? Trevor's getting his touchdown rate back up, which is all he needed. What happened in this game for me to drop 56 on him? $260 yards and 4 touchdowns. And P. Ryan got some snaps. That's interesting. Frymouth. That's right. Cracked 100. Ugh. Yeah, so I think I just had the ball a lot because a lot of Miami guys are up there with stats wise. 3 picks by Marcus Williams. How does he not get player of the week? 3 interceptions is almost unprecedented. Like that's very unique to happen. It'd be funny if I made the wild card, but I lost to the Jaguars. I don't care what else happens in this season. Moving on up.
This is the last opportunity to re-sign your players,
right.
or they'll become free agents.
78 running back. 78. Let's see. Is Freeman... We'll have a look at the status of our older players, seeing how much they've declined. Yeah. Delaney Walker retired. Devontae's still alright. Mims has improved a lot. But I think I'm going to upgrade Berrios. I'm going to sign an outside receiver in free agency. See, Williams... See, that's what I was scared of happening with Mosley. Because Williamson and Mosley were neck and neck value-wise, but they're now declined. But at least I got Mosley off the books. And I'm going to have a lot of cap space this season, I'm pretty sure. So, very good. Should I bother re-signing Hines? 78 running back, it's 25. I want him for like 3 years. I'm not going to bother, but I'll definitely keep an eye on him in free agency. I picked him up for just money, so that's fine. No. Oh yeah, Taylor Gabriel's a free agent. No. Should I revert back to a 3-4? Nah. I'll keep you in mind as well, though. Would he be the backup tight end? 74 backup tight end at age 26. I'd want him for maybe like 2 years, maybe like 5 mil. But he wants more than that, so screw him. Barris is a free agent. I don't want... you could be my designated slot guy now that I know Gabriel's going. But Gabriel's too old. 75 slot receiver at age 26. I want him for 2 years, maybe like 5 mil. Maybe he wants too much. You'd be a good backup, but you want too much money. Yeah, this team's going to be much different to how it started last season. Alright, so Adoga, yeah. I'm going to want to upgrade all of these spots. So 3 O-line positions, backup tight end. Keep Hines in the mix. It doesn't matter. Ooh, I could start Vasher and just get a slot receiver, but chances are I'm going to have so much money that I'll just be able to upgrade every position here. I need a backup D tackle. Alright, here's where I move Love to cornerback so I don't forget about him. So yeah, this process is basically just like seeing what can I get by with at minimum, which gives me freedom to pursue the big name guys. So his value went from 77 to 75, I think. there's a potentiality for me to cut Logan Ryan because that'll free up space. Ashton Davis can play in the slot then, because he's a good player and he's sitting behind Marcus Williams, not doing much. Yeah, so I'll just look at the salaries. Like, are there any bad looking ones? I mean, I think I've handled this cap situation superbly. I've got almost 100 mil in cap space. Alright, we'll have a look at the absolute necessities to upgrade. And receiver was one of them. Who'd be our slot guy? Look, chances are I'm going to get 2 receivers and upgrade Vasher. But at the very least, we'll get Gallup, 89 receiver at age... An 89 receiver at age 26. I want him for 5 years, maybe like 75 mil. Alright, 4 years, maybe 67 mil. You'd better get open on those deep balls, boy. Hold on. Yeah, that's all pretty awesome. Well, since I'm not competing with anyone for his services, I'll just do the 5 years and then reduce the offer. Because that's what I did last off season, and it meant that I could pick up guys on the cheap. Yeah. So we'll just keep that. That's bare minimum. Now backup tight end. Wow. Alright, I think my team is still good enough to contend, so I'm not just going to have... I've played the game in the past where I've had an age limit of who I want to sign, but it's good enough to compete again, assuming that I can get good offensive linemen. Yeah, there's good offensive linemen on the market, so... I could get Ertz and have Frymouth as my second tight end just for a year or two, but 92 tight end... age 31. I'll have him for like 2 years, maybe like 23 mil. But I'm not going to be able to compete. Because he's got a lot of offers here. Yeah, see, nowhere near. I'd pay him probably like, fuck it, I've got the money, I'll pay him 17 mil for 1 year. That'll be way over the annual salary you could get anywhere else. Yeah, nowhere near. Alright, in that case, we'll just go backup tight end. I'd be willing to pay, by principle, I'd be willing to pay a backup tight end. Probably like 4 mil, because I've already got a... I'd pay him more if they doubled as a fullback, but I've already got Wesco as a decent enough fullback. So 5 mil for a second tight end. Anyone stand out? I'm not going to get... I could get him. Yeah. 5 mil. I'd pay Njoku 5 mil a year for maybe like 4 years. He's not very good at blocking, but he's an outstanding receiver, so... See, what'll happen there, though, is that, I'll just remove Frymouth to fullback. Because Njoku is good enough to beat out Frymouth. So I use a first round pick on a guy that I'm not even going to play all that much. But if you're the second tight end and fullback, then it's acceptable. Alright, Colton Miller's a young, not worse than these guys to the point where he's competing with these guys for value, but he's much younger, right? So Williams is the clear guy to go after there. I need a good centre. There's no good young centres, which is a bit of a problem. Teller's a good young offensive lineman. Yeah, see this offensive line class is loaded, but we'll go after Brown first. 88 offensive tackle at age 26. I want him for like 6 years, maybe like 78 million. Is anyone competing for him? So that's another thing about this game I don't understand. How are 3 teams after Zach Ertz, but no one's after Orlando Brown here? Is it because he's asking for a lot of money or something? Alright, so now, just before I forget, I'll go after a center. Wait, could any of my... See, Connor Williams plays center in real life now, which I thought was interesting. Why is he so... It's weird. Look, he's good enough to play center. Can you play center? You probably could. I'm getting these... I need 2 more interior linemen, so I'll just go after these 2 anyway. But who would I have at center? Teller or Williams? Probably Teller, based on these stats. Because it looks like he can't really move people all that well, can he? And he's better as a lead blocker. Occasionally, like, will move a guard into space. And yeah, so moving forward, we'd have Teller at center. Wait, we've got Carmen on the interior. We've got... Alright, so it'd be Becton, Carmen, Brown. Yeah, the 2 interior guys. So 78 guard at age 25. I want him for like 4 years, maybe. Yeah, well, no one's competing for him, so we can just lowball him. Maybe... I think... Oh, that's Marquise Pouncey, not Mike. Yeah, I'm not going to bother bringing Mike back because he didn't help my team win all that much. His value will go down to like 75, so 75 center at age 27. I'll pay for like 2 years, maybe like 12 mil. I don't think anyone's competing for him either. Alright. Need a 3rd D tackle. But I'm going to go after JJ Watt. 96 D tackle, age 33. I want him... He'll be good for 2 years, but I can get away with paying him for 3 years because I could just cut him after the 3rd year. So 3 years, maybe like 70 mil.
This player has his own ability. This is a powerful
73, let's say. Not quite. 2 years, 58 mil. And I might have to spend XP on getting him because it's clear that the money isn't enough on its own. So the edge is fine, linebacker core is fine, cornerback core is fine. Be nice to get a backup free safety. Man still hasn't improved all that much, so I'll just bring Boscher back. He hasn't improved at all over 2 seasons. Alright. Since I'm loaded with cap space, I'm going to back... Should I bother spending money? Nah. I won't bother spending on a good backup strong safety. He'd be good to get. He'd be good to get. Wow, this free agent class is loaded. It's a bit OP to be honest, but how are we going for time? I'll play for another 10 minutes or so. Yep, Warner looks like the man. 96 linebacker at age 25. I want him for 7 years. Oh, he's wanting a lot of money. So for 7 years, I'd pay him probably, yeah, whatever he wants. Bugger. Fuck it. The difference, Van Der Esch is only 3 stat points lower than Warner, but he wants half the money. So I'll just see how many, if I want him for 7 years, I'll see what I can bring him down to and how that relates to what Van Der Esch wants. So 7 years, 86. 93 linebacker at age 26. I want him for, yes, probably 7 years. Probably 7 years and like 95 mil or something. Yeah, so that's a significant saving. That's like $20 million difference for only 3 rating points. That seems like a good deal to me. I could get Vaughn. Could get Chandler Jones. That would be upgrading Jordan Jenkins. But I think that third receiver spot needs upgrading the most. So I'm gonna do that. We'll just get Shark and worry about that whole slot. The whole slot bizzo later, but yeah, probably move. How does Mims go in the slot? Because I do want Mims on the field. Yeah, he's not. See, the slot guy's got to be good at the short route, right? So we'll just sign Gallup to be our... Unless we can get an outstanding slot guy that would negate needing to sign Chark. I traded Crowder away. Should we bring him back? Yeah, look. I think we'll just have Gallup in the slot. Is he wasted out there though? Because we'd save money by just bringing in a slot guy. He's pretty good in the slot. Yeah, see, a lot of players lose their value. He's losing a lot of his value by being, if he was in the slot. So would he. Like to an unacceptable amount, probably. And, yeah. Probably deal with him being in the slot. Him being in the slot too. Yes, he's a terrible slot receiver. He's 81 overall. There we go. Steven Sims is a great player. I think I might just sign Sims for the fluff, because I love Sims as a player in real life, but also he is a very good slot receiver in this game. Oh, he'd be a good return man, but he's not very good in the slot. So 79 receiver at age 25. I want him for like 3 years, maybe like as much as 24 mil, but we can get him for less. And he might be a designated return man. Alright, any other elite players? 16 mil. If I get Warner, there's a high chance I get a really good linebacker, because there's a lot of really good ones on the market. So I could therefore cut Williamson and have even more cap space if we need it. He's my highest paid player this season, but I won't free up any money yet because I got him for a couple more seasons, so that's off the cards. So I've just got to work with what I've got. And he'd probably, getting Von and Chandler Jones would probably put me over the salary, make me spend more than I would want to. I've also got to keep in mind, looking at the trade market, should I just use the remaining space to I think I might bring Hayward back. So he'd be an upgrade at corner, enough to make a difference. I'll just look at the trade market. The Giants want to get rid of Le'Veon after they traded. What did I get from them? Julian Love and some picks, but they immediately want to get rid of him. This game is whack. He's adequate enough. Big cap hit though. No, I can just sign the guy. Whatever. That doesn't impact things. I'll just get Hines back. Oh, hold on. Prioritize getting Hayward. 84 cornerback at age 32. I want him for 1 year, maybe like 12 mil, like he asked for. Oh yeah, my cap space is going way down now. Do I even want to make it that low? It's not the end of the world if I don't get him. We'll just... Yeah, that's good enough. Boom, boom. I think I'm going to spend the XP to try and guarantee getting what? And I think that's the first round of this free agency. D-line free agency influence. Just want to make sure I haven't forgotten anything. Yeah, so those 3 O-line spots I'll be upgrading. Forget JJ Watt. Probably move back to a 3-4. Have Quinn and Williams be the nose tackle. Have JJ and Matabuki on either side of him, and then McKinley and Jenkins on the outside, which would relegate Cashman to backup again. But you know, you got to do what you got to do when you've got these outstanding players, you know. And JJ Watt is going to win us games by himself, so let's see how we go. Yeah, we got Watt. We got Van Der Esch. Wait a minute. Yeah, so what just happened? Now we've got too many good linebackers, pretty much, essentially. Oh well, worse things have happened. Alright, we'll just roll with... Nothing's really changed. I think that's all the guys I wanted signed, isn't it? Yeah. I'm going to... Yeah, I'm gonna just leave it at that. I might be able to draft... I want to back up running back and I want to back up strong safety, but I might be able to draft one of those guys. Do I want Quinn Williams? He's... yeah. Because I think that'll be like 15 mil or something for an elite, for a 5th year option on a D tackle. Okay, might call the stream quits here. Move you to center. Before the draft starts, because I'm gonna have a lot of picks. So was that a good allocation of capital? I'm paying Njoku not much, and he's going to make a good impact on our team. So, whatever. Holy crap, Lawrence is an 87 already. Or we could have just JJ just sit outside. Yeah. I think I might do that. What's his speed at this point in his career? 77, 82. But like, he's most likely going to get at the quarterback on the edge. I probably don't even need to just have Love as a backup strong safety. I don't know. Let's see how many picks I've got. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I've got 13. I've got 3 first rounders, 3 second rounders. Alright, so look, I was feeling really good about the prior season and came out flat and never recovered. So I think I've done well this off season again, but there's no guarantee of success, and when I manually play, I let my team down. So yeah, I will just have a look at what was the stats from last season? 18 touchdowns, 17 receptions is pretty crap, but a huge chunk of the interceptions was what I threw when I was controlling him. So, yeah. Now, a few of these games, these stats are going to be slightly diminished because a few of these games were... oh, they're only showing the stats for guys currently on the roster. It's interesting. They're going to be diminished because I did play a few of these games with much less snap opportunities for them. Yeah, it's all messed up because it's not my players necessarily. Alright, I think I'm going to end the stream. Thanks for watching, and we'll pick this up. We'll be going to year 3, and just got to get some drafting done first. I've got the 5th overall pick, 18th overall. I think what will probably happen, I don't think I need to trade up for anyone. There's no position I really need a player of the future who can start right away. So I think I'm probably going to end up just drafting guys and then start trading into future years at some point. But having those picks up your sleeve will always be good for trading up whenever you need to. So yeah, that's what will happen next stream. Maybe this afternoon, maybe tomorrow morning. Yeah. Alright. Peace out.